Hello everyone, you are welcome to Network Tips. So this video is a continuation of our last class. We discussed about a Git repository and how to create a repository in our remote location GitHub, and we are able to clone a version of that repository in our local system, stock it up with a file, and push back to the repository. So in this video, I'm going to show you how we can actually push. Let's say we have a code that is already existing on our system. You understand? I want to push it to that repository. So let me say we have a folder called. Let me make a directory mk directory. Make directory. Let me say the directory is my code. You understand? Then I change to that directory, my code, and then let me create files using the touch command. The touch command, let me say file 1 and also file 2. And I have these files now, but they are not being tracked. These are my this my local code repository that I'm using, but I want to send it, start tracking changes made on this file so other engineers in my team can make use of it. You understand? So if I do git status like this, you can see it will tell you that git repository is not enabled on this repository. So how am I going to enable git repository on this repository and start tracking my files? I'm going to do that. I'm going to use the command git init. Git init is going to enable git tracking. It's going to start tracking all the changes I'm going to make on this repository. Right now, if I hit it, you're going to see that it's using the default branch as master, but this is also subject to change if I want to change it using this command as well. Then I can also switch to a new branch. Don't worry about branches. We're going to talk about it next. I just want to make a make-up video just from what we discussed last class. Then using this thing, you can switch to a branch as well. Then we have these files now, but we are not tracking. If I do git status, you can see it's not tracked. So if I want to track it, I'm simply going to use git add, then dot to add everything, then git status to check my status again. Then it's not tracked. Then I'm going to use git commit to commit my file, because right now it have moved to the stage area. So git commit -m to add a comment commit. Then double quote. I can still use single quote if you want to. Then initial commit for this repository. Then it has been added. Then if I want to push this, I want to push this to a local repository now. Guess what? Is it gonna push? Yes. Git push? No, it's not gonna push. It's going to tell you that, oh, there is no repository on this. That's the git that my git doesn't know which repository to push to. That what is simply telling you about. If I do git remote -f to show me, you can see there is no repository that this repository is currently connected to. So how am I going to do that? I'm going to go to my remote repository and create a repository that we are going to connect to. So I'm going to go here, got it. I'm going to go here, create a new repository. Let me call it a local repo. Then I'll come here and make it private. I won't make it and don't want to make it public. Then I click create. Then yeah, simply telling me it's simply telling me the same file that I just created again, the same commands. It's simply giving me the same commands. So had it been I've not I don't know this command, I can simply come here, create a remote repository, come here and copy this command like this and paste it on my terminal, everything, and it's going to replicate everything I just did now. So the only command that is remaining now that I've not done is simply putting my remote repository, which is this one. I can copy this like this and add it. to my remote repository. That's what it's simply telling me. I've added it. If I do git push, it's still telling me that, oh, now I know the remote repository to commit to, but I don't know which branch to push to. That's why it's telling me to set an upstream. You understand? So that's what an upstream means. Which branch do you want me to commit to in this remote repository? Now, if you go to here as well, that's GitHub. Git is a very user and friendly command. When it throws you an error and tell you which command to use to solve your error. Isn't that fantastic? So I can copy this command, or I can go to that remote repository again and copy the remaining command and paste. So I can copy this one quickly here and add it, git push. Then I'm telling him, okay, fine and good, push to my master repository. That way he's sending you push to which upstream? To this origin. Remember, I've named my my remote repository an origin. What is that? That's what this command is telling me. I want to name I want to add a repository. I'm going to call that repository origin, and this is the repository. This is what this command is telling me. Now, if I'm pushing, I want to push the command I just added. I want to push to the origin of this repository, and I want to set the upstream branch of this repository as master, then push it. That's what he's simply telling me. So if I go to this my repository now, I'm going to refresh my page, and you're sure gonna see this repository here. Now you can see my file 1 and file 2 currently being tracked as expected. So that will bring us to the end of this class. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel so you can get the latest video that comes up. See you in the next